Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along. What's going on? I hope you're all doing very well. This is Simulation for the Nation. You join me here for a bit of a review of what's been a pretty impressive and frantic week with the mod dumps on Farming Simulator's Modhub. Those guys are working hard. The QA team have done a wonderful job of really progressing through and getting out a lot of different mods that I'm sure will interest and appeal to many of you out there. So we're going to have a bit of a look. I've just kind of cherry-picked some of my most... probably my favourite mods, I would say, that have arrived this week, and let's have a look through them. Now we're going to get to the big John Deeres in just a little while, and that is going to be something that's going to be, they are rather impressive bits of equipment. Let's look at the placeables first. We've got a couple of silos here to have a look into first of all. This is a Monster New Arrow grain silos, pretty standard in terms of its features. You have a grain tipping floor, and an auger on the other side to unload, but what I do like is the detail around the augers here. I think that's really quite nice. Obviously you got your mesh on the floor with grain in there as it stands. Really do like how that's kind of working, and yeah, just a very smart looking set of silos, really nice detail there. Moving on, there is now a placeable slurry trading system like there was for the manure trading system that we reviewed a while ago. Similar concept, but this one is for slurry. So you have buy, you have a sell, and you have a slurry kind of store, really. So you can walk up these. The triggers work with the tankers, and it works really well. Very nice idea, actually. This guy here is it's the in-game slurry tanker from Giants, but someone has put a few configurations onto this. This is really nice, actually. You can pretty much change everything. You can change the color scheme, the wheels, the brand on the side. You can change a few things like the PTO guard. If we go in and have a look at this guy, go to that. All the way along. This is by Das Alex. 23,000 to buy, and as you can see, it does give you a nice range of configurations. So that's for the PTO there, of course. You can change how big the guard is. You can change the dispersal technique on the back from regular to various different splash plates. The wheel setup you can change. We've currently got the big wheels on. You can change the variety of the brand manufacturing on the side there, along with the color. Really nice, very simple, but a nice option. Something that's just nice to kind of change up and play around with. Now these guys, this one here, these are placeable storage areas, and this here, I really like these. I think these are a great idea. Nice and simple. You see them used quite a bit there because they're an effective, easy method of storage, and it's just something that you can really kind of get behind quite quickly. These are they're called the bulk space. They're by Lebaron XZ, and yeah, just a very nice option. You just come into your placeables. Let's go miscellaneous. Let's find where they are first. Decoration, I think that's the one. No. Sheds. Silos. There we go. So this is your bulk space here. 3,000 and 1,800 is really not a lot of money. But then yeah, you can just stick them wherever you please. They do come with their own bit of kind of asphalt there, as you can see. But I think that's a really nice little idea. Very quick and simple storage space in my mind. And then moving back around the corner here, we have got this incredible, just a cute little truck, really. I think this is just a fantastic thing. This is the D-754 truck pack by AAA Modding, and it is, well, just look at it. It's fantastic. It's so small and niche that you have to load all of the attachments on via a forklift. But then it's so versatile. So if we go back into our machinery, we have, for example, you see there is a slurry tanker. I know that if we go down, we'll find we have our tipping trailer on the forklift right now, of which you can change the capacity, so it can make it useful for various different crops. There is another tanker somewhere, if I remember where I'm going. Let's see if there's anything in animals. There is. We have our milk tanker in animals there. So you can really see that there's a great deal of options there. If we go to the truck itself, this is, like I say, the D-754. You can change around with the configuration in here, give it some different styling. I really actually quite like style number 3. Put a fifth wheel on the back as well. make it even more versatile. And yeah, just a really good looking truck actually. Very nice indeed. Not too expensive, 61,000 really as it is. That's pretty kind of unique. If we go inside this thing, just a lovely looking interior. Really just a nice little truck car. Actually very impressed with that guy. And yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks great. What we're going to try and do at this stage is just pop this on. See if I can do this first time. Probably not. There we go, nailed it folks. And just like that, you have your truck. We are currently tipping sideways. The tips either left or to the right, and as you can see, it's just a very nice animation on there. Look underneath. Beautiful looking hydraulics on there actually. Good pivot joint at the top. Ultimately, yeah, very nice looking piece of equipment. And then we can decide once this shuts, decide if it's going to turn to the left, tip to the left or tip to the right. And of course, look at the mechanism as it tips though. Isn't that great? Nice and simple, but really, really effective. Very impressed. Awesome. Let's just put that back into line. That's kind of like a... I don't know, it's more European, I would say, than it is. You would very rarely see something like that in the UK, but it's got a very nice feel to it anyway. I can still find a use for it there somewhere. I'm going to turn this forklift off because that's quite loud. There we go. And now we're going to move on. And just like that, as we're halfway through our mod review, Giants release even more mods. There are another 1, 2, 3, 4 new mods with some updates on there as well. So we're going to get into those in just a little bit, including this absolute gem. But now, North Modern Company have been very busy indeed. We've got 2 sublime looking mods from those guys. The first one here is a John Deere 1470G. This is like a fella buncher, I think you would describe it as. So we have a menacing grapple saw on the front there. Now these are for the most part very similar in their appearance to the to some of the in-game fella bunches and forestry equipment already. I'm not a huge forestry fan, but what I can appreciate is that this looks very nice indeed. Really nice looking bit of equipment. I've always found that the control mechanism for these cranes is challenging at best, particularly when you're using a PlayStation controller or similar, but it is something that is, if you can kind of crack it, if you're able to handle it, it's something that is pretty cool. And as you can see there, it's a lovely control inside. I like the way that actually the cab moves with the arms, so you're always looking straight at it. I think that's a very nice touch there. Really, really is. And then it's just a case of getting used to how it's going to work really, and what the controls are for it. But yeah, it is. It's a fascinating bit of equipment, that is for sure. But yeah, so that is by North Modern Company. That is the 1470G, and then we also have the 1910G, which is the kind of the forwarder. Now this has the ability to have the in-game tracks on as well. The nice blue tracks there. It looks really well offset actually with the green for some reason. It works really well. I really like this one. I love the blade on the front of it. I just love the. It looks just brilliant in John Deere green, I think. Really, really does. And again, interesting bit of equipment to try and control, but when you're able to handle it, I mean, look at all of those buttons. What in the world do they all do? It must take forever to get used to that. But hey, that being said, it is a really nice piece of equipment. You can fold it up there, make it a little bit narrower, but it's great that you can, again, kind of control it to the best of your ability. And then in theory, where the opportunity strikes, pick up something, and in you go. All about just trying to get used to how it works, I suppose, but it's certainly a challenge for me, that's for sure. But yeah, so they are both available on the Modhub as well for download. And as of right now, at the time of recording here on Friday the 12th, we have a few new mods, like I mentioned. The Eiffel Williams trailer has arrived. I really like this little thing. This is glorious. Perfect for a utility trailer for towing behind your truck, pulling anything like ATVs around or picking up pallet loads of things, anything nice and small, but it works so well. There was one that were a private mod of this roaming around in 17, never quite made it into any game though. but it is looking wonderful. Ideal to pull around on the in-game truck that I have parked up over there, for example, or even you could put it onto, you could pull it behind a small tractor as well with ease. But you can put a couple of pallets in there, a couple of bales maybe, your ATV, like I say there, small compact tractor, that kind of thing, works charm. And finally, this is the Fliegel bale trailer here. This was a few days old now, but I just haven't got around to looking at it. I really do like this. I like the checker plate on the base of it. It's nice and long, good size. They got dynamic hoses. This is something that would work very well to pull behind the wagon as well. Actually, a good bale trailer for that need. Yeah, ultimately just a very good trailer indeed. So there you go. I think there's a heck of a lot of mods here. Giants are really flying through the QA right now. As of this time as well, Peterville and Meadow Grove are back in testing, so do watch out to see how they do. They might not be far away till we get 2 more fantastic looking maps. Drop a comment down below with any of these that really catch your eye and your thoughts on them. I'm very interested to hear what you all think of them, and we will see you in the next one. So until then, I have been Simulation for the Nation. Hope you've had a great day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you all later on.